I tried made this presentation for myself to understand the interconnections between the core system applications, and also it could be of value for people who face the same difficulty I was facing. Even though I have been using this system for many years now, I still have to ask my colleagues about when and where to do things to fulfill the quality and the examination requirements. I always, of course, blame myself first because our colleagues are very smart. Maybe I'm not smart enough. However, I decided to have a look at the different errands at different levels so I may find reasons for my confusion. If there, we have too many nodes in the network. We have Microsoft Teams, we have WhatsApp course group, we have information management system IMS, we have learning management system LMS, and we have measurement and evaluation unit MEU. I made this infographic that shows the different nodes in the network, and I tried to summarize, like, for example, the WhatsApp group, which is used heavily. There is one group between me and my TA to advise my TA about the quizzes and questionnaire. There are two questionnaires, one for midterm and one for final exam, even though for the courses that does not have a midterm. But this is quality requirements. Or another WhatsApp for me and the representative of the class, because there are too many, they can be more than 1,100 or 500 students. I give him instructions and also inform the representative about date and time of the quiz. I make a lot of quizzes, about 5 or 6 of them. Then I will go counterclockwise to the LMS, Learning Management System. We use it for quizzes and course report, marking, and recording mocks. Then the IMS, we have two modules. One of them, my courses, that includes my course file, student lists and marks, and my quality, which include I use to submit quality documents and course questionnaire. And I told you we have two questionnaires. Another module is on the preparation. It's called my MEU, but because it was not like designed yet, I use MEU as a separate icon, and it is I go there to upload my exam questions and respond to the comments after the statistical review of my questions. Then maybe the most important and the first one was the Microsoft Teams. Why? Because when I start lecturing, I record it. I use it to discuss with students because they keep sending me a lot of questions and comments about everything. And also I upload course files in addition to the recording. The MS Teams, we will start from the MS Teams and we go to, I have different courses. I show some here and some are hidden. And this is the ASU 114S, which is my course is called Selected Topics in Contemporary Issues. And we're here where I record my lectures. This is the lecture number 14. And this is the part where I store my course files. Then we go to course WhatsApp group. It's an important tool for communication. It's social media, but used heavily in academia. And it is very beneficial when we have large number of students. And this is a snapshot. Me conversing with Ahmed Salah, which is the representative of my course in this spring term 2023. Information Management System, IMS, it includes my courses. Here you go to my courses, you choose the course, and then you have, when you click more, you have course report, or your exit exam information, or you sync committee or MEU. Then we use the course specification. Course specification is a is a long document where we have to fill. This is 3 different several slides describing the course. It takes time to fill all this, but you fill it once and then you need to change it if you made some changes to the original description of the course. Here, I want to, one of the confusion is the repetition of some material between the course specification and the previous screen here. Here, I go to my course, and continuing the course description, I get a lot of information about the status of the documents I have to submit. And here are my name and the names of my 2 active teaching assistants, Mr. Omar Gamal and Mr. Yumna Gamal. This is programs that take the course, too many programs, because Faculty of Engineering, we have created our programs and we don't call them by departments as we used to, because it's a university requirement. You find all programs involved. Here is also in the course file, you find the names of the students, and this column here is reserved for student activities. And because this is the last version, and when you click actions, you find a lot of a drop-down list that may change according to the status of entering data. Then I go to my quality. This is the quality screen, and then I choose my course, ASU 114S. I click the I here, and then I get the questionnaire, my course questionnaire, and I get this is the response of the students to the questionnaire. And this is a different questionnaire, but this is for الرضا الوظيفي, how you are content with your job at the university. There is a lot of questionnaires, but this is not our subject here. And the last item is the intermediate questionnaire, which is done at the time before the midterm. Again, I do this even though I don't have a midterm, because my course is 2 credit hours. We don't have midterm. Then I will go to the LMS. Here I enter the LMS using, and then I click on my course. You will find all my previous courses in the previous semesters, but I choose the most recent one. Here the color is purple, and then I go and I go by in a previous step. We have different choices here. I use the corresponding choice here. For example, spring 2023. After I use the semester, I use the type of course. It's a university requirement, basic science. And then I use in basic science. This is a list of all the university requirements. It's called basic science, should have been called university requirements, because basic science may mean something different, but this is the naming of the faculty. Of course, my course is here, but does not appear in this list. It's down there. Then this is when I choose my course, I get what this is the latest. I have 5 quizzes, and I have a folder for course report submission. I made 4 quizzes and 1 makeup quiz. And then I go to let the students attempt the quizzes, quiz 1, and then I use to show the report, and then this is what I get: the name of the students and how they answered the 10 questions in quiz 1. Then I use the grade. And then this slide is part of my confusion. For example, if I want to get course statistics, I call Dr. Ashraf of the control and I ask him what to do. He said, you go to my courses, click on one of your courses, the courses you want, and go down to students, and then click actions and go to statistics. And I couldn't locate the table connecting classwork with final exam. Why? Because of the drop-down list, as I showed you, changes every time according to the status, and I use his help so that he sends me the original generated list to choose from, and this is what I get. I get from the statistics the grades distribution, which looks fine to me, and this chart down there shows two frequency curves in clustered column format for student activities and MCQ exam. You can see that the student activities frequency curve is a bit different from the MCQ exam. The MEU, they send us very elaborate statistical examination of the MCQ questions, and they have different parts: grade distribution report, histogram without form letter, which is they should improve that, the test summary report, the test statistics report, and questions insight report. And there is no report summarizing the results from the four options or the four forms of the exam, because in MCQ we make four forms: A, B, C, and D, at least in my course. Here, the grades distribution report, and here is the grades distribution and the test summary report, the test statistics report, the insights report, a lot of reports. Here are the frequency curve for the four exam forms: A, B, C, D, grades distribution. But maybe most elaborate is my classwork data. Here I have some control, of course. My course is only 2 credit hours, 24 class activities, and 84 final exam. I make 5 quizzes, and I ask the students to make a project report. I have more control of my course marks, and I can learn more from the data I collect in my classwork. To send classwork using import student activities in my courses, I have to download the student list to insert the student activities in the proper column, and this is very important. If I don't do that, the system will not accept the marks. This is a list as classwork, and this is the degrees sheet I prepare to submit to the IMS. And here you can see this is a frequency curve for my quizzes and for my project marks, and combining them, I guess the frequency for the classwork. My experience with the system, even with the great effort done by the faculty IT, I find the existing examination system a bit confusing, at least for me. The examiner submits 3 different envelopes to the examination directorate: control and MEU. It looks like they don't speak to each other. I have some problems. Even with the effort done on management system, the instructor has to access 3 locations: IMS, as I shown before for my courses and my quality, LMS for his course to do assignments, quizzes, and announcements, etc. An examiner has to convert his exam to MEU format manually in the MEU office. Therefore, every instructor has to visit Dr. Amr Osman in his office to do this manually. Instructors must carry out 2 evaluations, one before the midterm and one before the final exam, even if we don't have midterm. Quality requirements are too many, and some items can be extracted from the system. if examiner didn't fulfill quality requirements before deadline, significant amount of money will be deducted from course payment, which is, I find, a bit humiliating. System should be improved to consolidate the administration and management and make a clear advertisement and reminders of things to do when and where. My concluding remarks, this presentation is an attempt to express my personal experience with the course management systems. The faculty IT is improving the system continuously, which is a good thing. It's difficult to believe that 5 years ago, there were no Teams, no WhatsApp, no IMS, no LMS, and no MEU. Things getting complicated with time, and only God knows what they will ask us to do more when we work with the new bylaw that will be published in 2023, this year.